Do you know the fastest way to become rich? What is the law? Today we will read this classic book of skills. The Properties of Money. Its author is Kim Sung-gao, a rich self-made man. There is an answer that reflects the senses. The lesson of wealth makes it clear that the fastest way to become rich is to have a heart of gold, not become rich. He is a strategist on paper. The author has climbed from the bottom of poverty step by step. He writes, every word is used in exchange for experience. If you always have success in investing, this time the golden poison is prepared for you. We will solve it together. How rich people think about money. You will learn the attraction of money. Why is fixed input so powerful? This video will help you change your whole perspective about wealth and make you rich. On the road more stable, also more. Hurry up. First let's talk about a question that you must have thought of. Why do I always can't save money? I feel like money comes to you. Like staying in a hotel for a bit and then leaving. Sometimes you don't even know where he spent it. The author of this book is Kim Sung-gao. It gives us a change. He said the reason you can't keep the money is because you don't respect him at all. You may find it funny. Isn't money just a number? Respect it. This is the first thought of the rich. You have to handle money like a person. The author says, money has thoughts, feelings, and will, just like a living person. If he looks down on small money, feels 1 or 2 coins are fine, and scatters them around, then he will if he feels you are not good enough and do not respect him. He will naturally not be close to you. Is that so? Friend, invite guests. You specialize in choosing coin points. Spending company money to repay is extravagant. The author said how you handle other people's money determines your actual attitude toward money. Can such an object be liked? The iron rooster loved money so much that he locked him up at home to die. Not spending a penny. The author said, so money light will feel imprisoned by her. Anne will want to run away as soon as she has the chance. And he will tell all of you that the owner of that house is a miser. So what kind of people does money like? Like people who matter to him and spend his money on things of secondary value. Like you spend money. Spend money on studying to improve yourself. The amount of money you spend to make your family happy will be so touching. He will feel you are a trustworthy person. Even calling friends and bringing more money to you. If he spends money on gambling, drinking and having fun, he will be happy. Han thought you screwed him over and then cut the whole thing off with you. Here we are. People often say you do not love money. Do not love you. You have to start from now. Respect money as someone you want to connect with. Thank money. I would say I respect him. So is all money the same? The author brings up a second core point, which is currency. Not the same as the quality of money. Work hard. Earn money from time and labor. This is good money. This coin is of exceptionally good quality. It is very stability is very clear. It knows that you are a friend who exchanged life for life. So he is also the most real one. You want to stay with you for a long time. But if you make money through gambling, cheating or risk, then this is bad money. Money is as bad as money. His personality is also completely different. He is very not. Stability comes faster. What's more scary is that this bad money is like a weasel when it abandons you. Usually you will collude with the good money you worked hard to save to put them together. The fake move will say those things. Money coming into hands through illegal means will always be received thinking of escaping from prison. Even ran away after harming his master. In your opinion, the first step to getting rich is not learning a complicated chart. There's no need to ask for any inside information. The first step is to completely recreate you, and when it comes to money, you have to start respecting every penny in your hand. Even the coin has to handle it well. And you have to start having it. Be aware to accumulate good money. Stay away from people with bad character. Money when you start doing it, congratulations. You have laid the strongest foundation for your future wealth. Okay, we understand. Respect money. But the next question is, how can I do it faster? People pay attention to everything they do. Of course we want to make money quickly. But author Kim San threw us a bucket of cold water. The gentleness in this book that says the most heartbreaking thing is also the best thing. The fastest way to get rich is having a heart of gold, not making one rich. Going around the so-called breathless is the fastest. He explained, people who always want to become rich are the fastest way to make mistakes is when you are in a good mood and want to take shortcuts. When you are in a good mood, you will get high profits. Then you will not see the risk behind. You breathe gold with others. Tell you which stocks are tradable. You will believe you. What do other Vietnamese people do? New project can get rich overnight. You went in there. You're not investing. You're gambling. He said that the nature of this mentality is not at all get rich. You just keep comparing yourself with others or steaming gold with those around you. The self-made person may be around 7th. It's too early to become rich. The best age to become truly rich is after 50 years old. It is possible to expect a 6th year, but it is too slow. This is the real power of slowing down. Since a word we just belonged unfamiliar. The position of the dual stock God Buffett. Most assets are after 5 years old. Sword is the most general benefit in the world. We often mean this by profit. Please make a similar license. Like the little snow result you just started rolling. That's your principle. What you really want to find is not a particularly big result, but a snow claim. An exceptionally long, exceptionally wet snow line. Timing is your best bet. Okay, snow Dow. Einstein both said compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. The author thinks you can become a member. The rich depend on your work to make compound interest your friend or yours enemy. Profit will also become your enemy. When you use profit to invest, he is your friend. If on the contrary you owe bond, banks and financial institutions will use compound interest against you. That's bad compounding. The author criticized one thing in the book. That was me. 1 letter per person. With the card, he said you had to cut it up immediately. Why your credit card? Because credit cards are tempting you to spend ahead in the future. With your income, he is feeding you a bad habit of spending first. This month is not yet, next month must pay interest. But the author of Profit says this type of compound interest simply sucks. So the second way to get rich is to get rich overnight. If you imagine it, you have to believe it. The power of time. Instead of believing in the weight of luck, all you have to do is find ways to pay it forward to be your best. Let the bad credit card benefits stay away from you. Starting today, everyone order. Click Soda Music download in the bottom left corner of the video to listen to all my content for free. Just passing by. I heard the new goal is to expand fresh water so people can go back to school. Before going to bed can have the warmest companion. Okay, now we teach you to respect money and fight for it. How could this tool get started? This is the author's third core idea. It is one of the most attractive effects of money. It is said that money is like a magnetic force. It will attract other money to you. A little money is fine. Attract a little money. You have a large amount of money. He can attract a lot of money. That's why the growth of his improvement is not allowed to add. Not 1 2 3 4 like that. From adding he is the character is 1 2 4 8 16 like that. Doubled. So what about us normal people? For this gravitational movement, it is necessary to sow the first magnet. The author calls this seed money. Also called water conduction. Like the teacher squeezes water. You have to pour a ladle of water in before you can make the well work. Water constantly gives this amount. For example, we can take it. Locate your first million, but make a million. You must earn 10 coins first. Author Van said saving the first 100,000 is the best. Hard. If you set the difficulty to 100, then you save the first 100.000 difficulty. Exactly 100. Because this amount of money is entirely based on your own hard work in exchange. But when you have the first 10, something wonderful happened. You went and saved the second 10. When it is 10,000, then the difficulty must be 100. Can turn into 95 stars. He lives off your first $100. He starts helping you make money together. He's in the bank. There is interest in it. Or you use him as a small investment. Make a comparison. This method is like you don't, then one person fights, but becomes your friend in your capital. 2 people fight side by side. You will save on Tuesday. As your 100 Vietnamese dongs grows, so does the speed at which you save money. Faster and faster. This is the lure of money. So how can we save this initial seed money? Give us a very specific rule. The first rule is you must very seriously tell yourself I have to save $1 million. The author says you have to say this. Words have power. Come and paste it out. Write here in my $1 million savings goal on paper and cut it out. Set your mobile phone wallpaper before work on the desk, facing the toilet. Don't worry. Others laugh at you. Your third credit card is cut off. You do not misunderstand, that is so cruel. In the previous section we just said that bad interests are the interests of your enemies. The card is the biggest accomplice of bad benefits. You have to cut it up. Constantly pay it off before. Income to Article 4. Your money is divided into rooms. Immediately go to the bank to open more. How much? Savings card. Very important. You have to budget. Like a card to pay for house, water, electricity, coal. This is survival. Card. Another card specifically used to save salary. Once sent out. Before transferring money in. The following card is a separate card used for eating out, buying coffee and entertaining your friends. The author emphasizes these. The money of an account absolutely cannot be mixed. Use a single card to spend all the output for you. 1 month is fine. Never accept money from a savings card. Rule 5. Save your first 100.000 first. Always think $1 million is too far. Your goal is to tackle 1/10 first. This first 100.000 is your entire savings plan. Getting started is everything, as long as you follow these 5 steps to get your first quote. You have activated the attraction of wealth. Okay, now you've started saving money on seeds. But have you thought about it? Is your hard-earned money the same as what others earn? People will say I earn $30,000 a month. He only earns $8,000 a month. I am definitely better than him. Kim Tan said not necessarily. This is the main input quality of this part of ours. Sometimes quantity is more important than quantity. The author gives an example. There are 2 people. Annual income is 500,000. The second person is above. The clan leader receives a fixed monthly salary of 40 yuan. The second person is a small boss. Earn 100,000 month. Next month may not have a penny. But a year later still the same. At 500,000. Whose money do you feel is of better quality? It is definitely the one with a fixed salary. At a character use 1. Great hidden. He said heavy armor needs 1 millimeter per year. Water if God gives you a 500 coin shower in spring. Heavy rain. Autumn has a heavy rain of 500 millimeters. Mid-year is drought. That armor is definitely dead. But if God gives you a uniform then. Rain regularly. Even if only a little at a time. Crops can still make money. The reason your income is not defined is like heavy rain. It will be for you. A virtual idea that I am very rich. You earn $100,000 this month and want to change car immediately. Buy bag result is the basic money is not kept. But that fixed monthly income his strength is called strong. Because it can be predicted, which means you can control the risk. You can set up a long-term plan, and this is the next idea. One of the most wonderful and valuable ideas in the book. The author asks me that do you know what the appropriate ratio is for the information you enter? The profit ratio technique sounds professional. But the author used it for me personally. He gave 3 examples. The first person to make $1 million a year was a restaurant owner. Very good. The price ratio when entering this store of his is about 3 to 5. Meaning if he wants to sell he can get it. Transfer from 3 million to 5 million. The second person is a musician who makes money from royalties. His adaptation ratio is around 10. He doesn't need to work. This money will continue to come in for the next 10 years. So he can sell 10 million. And the third one is a master. Like us here. Most famous instructor or top programmer doctor. What is his appropriate rating? The answer is 0. What is 0? Because once this teacher stops arguing, this doctor does not see anymore. This programmer, no more coding. His income should be immediate? Stop. His entry is not transferable because of such application. The odds are 0, which will wake everyone up. As soon as you make $50 a month, as long as your appropriate rate is 0, you are just a high income account. For poor people, you only use your time to exchange money. So what do rich people do? Microscopes cannot solve their proper ratio with 0 labor input. Convert inputs into assets with similar high adaptability. A reader with $1 million yearly income cannot choose that he actually has $1 million yearly income. He has to save money to buy many properties every month. Can bring him profit of 5 war coins. The author said these 5 war coins are really his. Because this money is his capital. The money generated is at a very high rate of return on income. Money. So you have to find a way to give it to you from now on. Changes in labor income based on strength and time. This component is the input capital that you can earn while you sleep. This is the real path from rags to riches. Now we understand the psychology and the path. But the author says you still have to have the ability. The mythological author is a special kind. For example, your wealth is like a table filled with delicious food. Have 4 legs. As long as you have one particularly rough leg, it is useless. As long as you have one leg, it is useless. It's a short board. All the assets on your table will soon be gone. These 4 legs are me. The 4 core competencies for managing money. The first step is the ability to earn money. Explain who you are. Very active. Very good at sales, or you are a technician. The great god's professional ability is especially strong. This kind of ability is exposed. Everyone can see it with just one look. But the author says that only making money is far from rich. Many people make money, but on the remaining 3 legs is a new feeling. Oh, I just care about settling accounts and filing taxes at home. Don't come annoying my second leg. The ability to save money will make money. Does not mean you will save money. The author says save money. That is a completely different possibility. You need to be especially careful. Able to manage expenses. Even interest, tax, invoices, these small details everyone must understand. You must respect small money if you are gentle. Can you earn? Can you save? You are like a bottomless pot. Open the tap. Then the flowers grow bigger. The final leak is still likely to hold the value of the third leg. The author believes that this is the most difficult of the 4 legs. That is, The hand. Why is Zhongshan difficult? Because once you have money, all kinds of induction will come. Start to feel different from normal people. Having to work with luxury cars, designer bags. You also start to feel like a stock. My God, looking at economics, looking at politics are all better than others. Beginning to point out the Jiang Sun. The author talks about the collapse of property. It takes 3 years to build a house, but only seconds to collapse it. Besides, you can't do anything. There is nothing in this era that is a reason for the most investment currency. Your money will be quietly released and eaten up. So you have to learn how to keep money. The fourth leg, spending ability. You can think, who wouldn't spend money? The author says this is the highest type of political skill will spend money, which means being simple but never stingy. You can save, but you can't force your wife and children, nor your parents. Likewise, savings and more importantly, the amount due should be paid on time or even paid in advance. Especially that one. Some of the people who deliver your goods, the cleaners, the decorators, they rely on time to change money. People, you use their time, you should feel free to pay. You have rules, my friend. You have been asking him for half a day's worth of professional advice. Don't think that just inviting him to dinner is enough. The author says you have to pay a consulting fee because he can automatically buy it. During the meal, you buy knowledge that he spent a lot of time learning, which is valuable. Conversely, you don't need to do a nose job either. Please be everywhere. Guests. Those who think you have money, you should invite guests. You don't need to talk to them at all. Your money will give you peace of mind. So you look for these 4 legs to earn money. Save money. Preserve value. Spend money. You all have to have, the author at the end said. If you miss any of those, one is if you become rich in a short period of time. Then on the contrary, you are more miserable. Because you have already had it. Being robbed is 1,000 times more painful than ever. We talked a lot. You can ask us. Must respect money. Must fight. Must learn these 4 abilities. What is life for? Because of the number in the bank account? It is not that we are after ultimate wealth. The purpose is because there are 2 words, do it yourself. So in the end, no matter what is do it yourself. What is do it yourself? Do rich people really have 100 million? Saying no is not about being rich. On the contrary, a person has $10 million. He still feels like a billionaire. Very poor. You never have hope. The author has put a special place for the truly rich. Great definition, he says. Real rich. And how much do you have in the bank? Lack of money is okay. But see how much money you can earn without working. When you enter, not your labor is also. That's the high proportion of income we talked about earlier. Which is your rent, your investment dividends. The profit is greater than all your daily expenses, and at that moment you become a member. The author of The Rich Man actually gave this day a special name that has a ceremonial feel. Why is Personal Independence Day called Independence? Because from this day on you are actually recognized. Okay, work for yourself. You don't have to work for anyone anymore. The sovereignty of your new life truly returns to you. So how to celebrate this Independence Day? The author said there are only 3 types of methods. The first type inherits this, and the second type looks at the network. Mining this number, also see fate. The third type of career success this. It's the only thing we can rely on ourselves. This successful career is divided into 2 paths. One path is you start your own business as an entrepreneur. The risk is very high. The author says to squeeze and cut the bones. But the reward is also the greatest. The path of investing in others is relatively safer and more suitable for most of us. You don't have to start your own company. You just have to buy shares of the best companies to become one. Our shareholders let entrepreneurs who are 100 times better than you fight for you. Speaking of this story, the author gives the most sincere advice in his entire book. He says if he can return to the age of 10, he absolutely will not let money stupid. How will the bank be distributed? A thief steals from him every day. Open an stock account. Then every month try to take a sum of money. For example, 20% of the salary will go. Buy shares of the country's top company or practically have no idea what options are available. Buy some index that tracks the big schools and then forget that its vote price has gone up. Please rate the stock down will not be lost because. Which means next month the same amount of money can be used to buy more cheap stocks. Keep it for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. The author assures us that if you do it someday, you will find that you have earned from this capital. Money has surpassed your hard work. And you will have your own Independence Day.